Do you constantly put others' need before your own and then regret and feel resentful? You feel drained and exhausted. In this video, we'll clearly see the 7 clear signs of a people pleaser. And most importantly, I will be sharing with you the actionable step that will help you get out of this loop of people pleasing and be your authentic self. So, watch till the end because you will finally know how to prioritize yourself. Hello everyone, I am Aditi Raj, a self worth and identity coach, and my mission is simple. I want to help you be your powerful, authentic self and live a life that you want. In this channel, I share my learnings, my journey, my challenges, what I'm currently facing, and also the tools that have helped me in my journey of growth. If you're new, welcome to the channel, and if you're already a member, welcome back. I'm grateful to have you here. Let's begin. First, let us see the hidden cost of people pleasing. So, most of us think that we are kind, we are a nice person, and we are not a people pleaser. But if you feel exhausted, resentful, tired, or you feel helpless after helping somebody else, then maybe you're not doing it because of kindness. Maybe there is a fear inside you that is making you do this. In the beginning, when we start to help people, we feel so good. We feel like we belong there. We are appreciated for the things that we do. And so we start to continuously do it. And over time, when we are continuously helping others and seeking for their approval, what happens is that now this habit have become your default mode, default pattern, and because of that you do it to get that validation and not be rejected. To avoid rejection you keep helping people, and that actually becomes a people pleasing habit or a pattern. But then if when you keep doing it over time, it becomes like it starts to drain you, because you're constantly thinking that what the other person need. You're constantly in a mindset to see the other person. So what happens is that when you're constantly seeing everybody, that loads your mind and you become so exhausted, so mentally tired. You continuously keep thinking that what will others think about me, and because of this you start to behave as you think the other one want you to behave like. You keep pretending to be likable, and because of this you never have a real relationship. All of your relationships are because of a pattern you have played, because you have pretended to be someone else and the person doesn't know who you really are. People are adjusted to see you as the independent one. They see you that, okay, she is the one who will take care of everything. She is independent, she is helpful. So the in people's mind you're that image, and so they don't know that you might need help as well, because you never learn to ask it. Because of this you always say, constantly you complain about, I don't have friends, my family is not supportive, there is nobody around me who supports me. But then too you keep continuously helping others because now this is your default mode. And when you are continuously suppressing yourself, hiding yourself, when you do not show yourself, when you continuously think about being someone a person can like, that results in anxiousness, burnout, resentfulness, and emotional numbness. It's like this: when a message comes, you get anxious and you feel like, what should I do? Should I reply? You want to see the message, but you don't see it because that mark will come and the other person will know that you have seen the message. You say things like, should I ignore it? I will say that I didn't see it. You feel so anxious about that just a simple message coming in your mobile phone. You don't know how to make your own decisions because you have been depending on acting according to people. So when something happens in your life, you feel helpless. You don't know where to go for or and to whom to go. So you keep complaining like, why does it always happen with me? Then because you're mentally exhausted thinking about everyone else around you, you constantly overthink. Even a little conversation, you try to decode it, understand that what might be that person want from me. A little action makes you feel so anxious. If somebody doesn't smile at you, maybe they have not seen you, but you start to think, did I do something wrong? Should I do something differently? Should I say sorry? And you don't know what you did. Maybe you don't even think that maybe the person didn't see you. And because of all of this, you feel not good enough. You feel like you're not enough. And so you need constant validation from people around you to feel that you are good, you're enough, you're doing good. And you lose confidence in your own self. You feel unseen, unappreciated, almost invisible in your relationships. And because of this people pleasing pattern, you are actually attracting people who are just coming to you to get things. Or you don't let those people actually help you. So they come and they have in mind that this is the person I should go to take the things. So you attract those kinds of people. You also attract people who make you doubt yourself, who make you feel like you're not good, who makes you feel like you need to do more. But there is one big cost you're actually paying. This is that you don't know now when you're so busy pleasing others, seeing what are the requirements of others. Now you don't know what you want. You have no idea that maybe I want what you like. You don't know this. You don't know what you dislike, what you like, what are your dreams. Maybe the food you like, you have given others the choice to choose it for you, that now you don't know what food you like. You don't know boundaries at all because you have never set them. And when you set them, you feel like you're a bad person. The biggest cost of people pleasing is that you have lost connection with your own self. And I don't want you to lose connection with yourself because that is so painful. So now let's see the seventh sign of a people pleaser and then let's change it. The first sign of a people pleaser is that you don't know how to say no. Even though no is screaming from inside, you will not be able to say no. It's something like when somebody comes to you and asks for help, without thinking, without analyzing, you immediately say yes. Deep down, you know you have a lot of things to do. Your schedule might be very packed. You might be not well that day. But then, too, you say yes. Then you push your things aside and start to help the other person. They get the help and then they say thank you and they go. You feel so happy. Yes, I was appreciated. I was useful. But a small feeling starts coming. Regret, resentfulness, guilt. In the beginning, you just ignore it because the happy feeling is actually more validating for you than this feeling of guilt, resentful, and regret. Then what happens? After finishing their work, you get back to your work. Maybe in the day you might have helped many people, so now you're overtiming. You work at night to complete your work, or you have to rush to complete your work. And because of this, you start to say things like, next time I will tell no. I won't take others' tasks next time. Next time I won't be doing it. I will say no. But then again, next time comes, somebody comes to you, they ask help, you help them, you get validated, and again you start to feel regret, resentful, and guilt. Resentful feeling actually first starts with you, towards yourself. Keep saying things like, when after helping you see that now you have a lot to do, you over time you rush through your own things, you start to think like, I'm such a stupid person that I just take their work, do their work, and then I cannot even say no. Such a loser. You say these things to yourself, not in front of the people, but you're really unkind to yourself. And because of this overcommitment, because of doing everyone's else task, you feel overwhelmed. And because of all of those emotions coming in you, you feel overwhelmed. So you actually cry every day internally. You feel that pain every day internally. And over time, you start to run away, hide from people around you. If somebody message you, you feel like these people just come to me because they want something from me. When somebody comes to you, you say same thing, that they want something from me and so they are coming. So selfish. But you still say yes to them, don't you? Because of this pattern of overgiving and pleasing everyone else, you start to actually feel panic, anxious, maybe tightness in your chest, stomach. You start panicking when you just see a ding on your mobile, a message coming. You're scared that people will leave you if you don't actually help them. You feel like people like you only because you're helpful, because you're being useful, so people come to you. And you want people to come to you because you don't want to be alone. That is your biggest fear, that you don't want to be alone. Now I want you to do this. Whenever was the last time you did something, you told yes when you didn't want to say yes, when from inside your mind was saying no, 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 and still you told yes? Just make a note of that time and write it in detail, that what was the feeling, what happened, and what happened after you helped. I want you to write this because the first step to any change is to first acknowledge it. When you will be writing, you will understand that what are the deep pain that I am facing, because of which I am saying yes every time. And when you get to that, you will be able to work on those things. The second sign of a people pleaser is that you over apologize for the things. Like, even though if it is not your fault, you apologize for that as well. It's like sorry is encoded in you. And so, it's like something happens, immediately sorry comes out. Even though it might be a mistake from the people around you, you will immediately say sorry on behalf of them. And asking for help is actually the biggest mission for you. You feel like, if I go and ask for help, I might be causing some problem for the other person. I might be disturbing the other person. So you try to do everything on your own because you don't want to bother them. Because the sorry feeling is so much in you that you don't share your own opinions. You don't want to hurt anybody by sharing what is in your mind. So you never share your opinion. Whenever a text comes, you reply immediately. Even though the text might be the one that makes you feel anxious, you overthink those texts, you overthink that message, but you feel like that the other person who have messaged me should not see the delay and should not be inconvenient. It should not be inconvenient for them. So you immediately reply. You say yes to everything. You say anybody comes to you, you say yes. You adjust both physically and mentally. Someone makes fun of you, you laugh with them because you don't want to disappoint them. Somebody doesn't have a place to sit, you stand and you say, "Oh, you can sit, I will stand." No, no, I'm not feeling like sitting today. This might happen because you might have grown in an environment where mistakes were not allowed. You were continuously judged, you were continuously punished, you were continuously criticized for it, for your mistakes. And because of living so long in that kind of environment, you started to feel that I am not good enough and everyone else should be, everyone else is better than me. Even a small mistake you make, you say sorry because you feel like I am not good enough and I need to say sorry for that. You feel so small. You feel like I should be the one keeping the peace of the place. I want you to practice this today. So observe when the sorry is trying to come out of you. It's like this, that when something happened, that sorry just try to come out of you. I have been there, so I know this. I want you to observe yourself in that place and then pause and ask yourself this question: am I saying sorry because I mean it and I made a mistake? Or am I saying sorry because of a pattern? When you ask this question, you will be actually able to see that is it your fault or is it not? And then you stop yourself from saying the sorry where it is not your mistake. This will train your brain to know that okay, this was my mistake and here I should say sorry, and this was not my mistake and here I should not say sorry. This will help you train that and it will help you stop saying sorry like that. And I know when you are the one who is like saying sorry so many times, most of the time it's just a word and you don't mean it actually. The third sign of a people pleaser is that you take too much of others' things. You have a hero complex. So it's like you go around and you see who needs your help and you help them. You help them physically, but you're also supporting them emotionally. Like you see somebody being stressed and you immediately go and help them. It is good, it is a nice thing to do, but there is a problem. Your to do list is now filled with most of the tasks, like 80% of the task in your to do list is actually filled with others' thing. And so you overwork. You first finish others' thing, give them their thing, and then you sit late at night or rush through your thing to finish your work. You overhelp people. Even when they don't ask you, you go and help them. You see somebody struggling and you help them. You're too busy. You want to be that busy actually. You like being busy, you like being useful. Otherwise, you start feeling guilty. You start feeling like, I didn't do much today. When you rest for a day, you feel like it was a waste of time and I should have done something productive during that time. in your friends and family, if somebody is having some conflict or are they are fighting about something, it bothers you a lot, so you jump in and you try to fix thing, you try to speak for somebody, and because of this you get dragged into the situation and you get blamed for things. Maybe the two people who were fighting, they sort it out, they move on, but you get blamed for being in the middle and causing creating a big problem out of it. While growing up you learned that you should be the responsible one, you should be, you're different, and so you need to take and behave in certain way and be the responsible one. While growing up I was not the smart kid, and I was the elder daughter as well. So when I was growing up, I was told so many times that I am not smart that I started seeking validation by being useful and responsible. That became my identity. So at in college when I was working on myself, unknowingly I used to overhelp people just to get that validation. And like for example, I love labs. So during computer lab, I would sit and I would help everyone around me debug their problems, whatever the program was there. I would help everybody debug there. And after I was done with that, I would sit and then I will do my thing. I would do my thing and then rush through it, write my records, and submit it. It was good that I learned a lot by that skill, by debugging. It helped me a lot, but bad because I prioritize everyone else before me, and I was doing this just to feel good. Behind the hero complex, there is a hidden pain that you want to be wanted. Like, you want to, your worth is actually attached to you being useful, and you do things from that point of view. You overhelp because you want to feel good, you want to feel like I am worthy, I am good. Next time when you are going to help somebody, just ask yourself this: do I feel exhausted and overloaded after this? If you don't feel overloaded or exhausted, go ahead, help. Otherwise, stop there and don't help. You know, this will help you understand that actually you are not helping because you want to, but because you want to be useful. Helping is amazing. You should help everyone. People should be kind. People should help each other. But feeling responsible for everyone else around you, that is not good. You should be your first priority. See yourself before helping others. Fourth sign of a people pleaser is that your worth depends on external validation. You feel worthy only when somebody praises you, or you achieve something, or you have helped somebody. Only then you feel worthy. And as soon as somebody criticize you, maybe in a better way, they just show you that this is the place you need to work on. They just have given you a feedback, and you start to feel small, you start to feel like I am not good enough. When you disappoint somebody or when you fail, you start to overthink that I am good at nothing, I know nothing, I always cause problem, I'm good for nothing, I'm not good enough. And what happens is that because you have been around seeking approval from everyone else, you are not able to make your own decision. For even the smallest decision, you go around asking for people like their approval on those things. You're not seeking information because it's good. When you don't know about something, you need to go around ask for it, but you're not seeking information, you're seeking approval. When somebody praises you, it makes you very happy. But a small feedback or a text you might have sent and the person would have not replied for an hour, you start to doubt yourself. If you make a mistake, you start to doubt yourself. Deep down, you believe that you matter only because of what you do and not because of who you are. Only if I score good marks, only if I get a job, only if I earn this amount of money, only if I, and you get in that loop. But I want you to know this, that your worth is not attached with the things you do. You're worthy even before you were born. So I want you to work on your self esteem, be your own cheerleader, and I want you to practice this, that every day I want you to validate yourself. Every day have a notebook or a diary, and every day write one thing that you appreciate about yourself. The fifth sign of a people pleaser is that you avoid conflict at all cost. You're the silent one who keeps everything inside. So if somebody actually crosses your boundary, you stay quiet. You try to get away from there. You try to just not create a scene over there. You have registered the behavior, but you try to stay quiet. You agree to everything. Like people around you decide for you and you agree to it, even though you don't want to agree to it. When somebody hurts you, you say it's okay. And when somebody laughs at you, maybe in your friend circle, you just laugh with them because you don't want to show that you didn't like it, because you're scared of fight, disappointing others, or losing or damaging your relationship. So you start to keep everything inside you. You keep everything inside you. You don't share your opinion. You try to keep the peace outside, but because of this, there is a tsunami of things happening inside you. Just that 5 minutes conversation, which you could have just had and told them that I don't like it, you keep repeating that scenario in your head whole day. You avoid that conversation. And because you have avoided talking about it, you start to grow toxic emotion towards that person. And that doesn't affect the person, that is affecting you because whole day you keep thinking about it. This usually happen if you have grown up in an environment where there was constant fight, yelling, blaming, complaining, tension. And so you now feel like I don't want to live in that condition. So you try to shut your mouth and take everything. Both are toxic. When I was in my college, I used to be the person who would bring printout for my friends. So in the group of six people, I used to bring the printout and we would decide that maybe 10 copies is needed. But during class, only five would be needed and they would take five and they would pay for the 5 copies and some would not pay. But the thing was that remaining copies, I had paid for those copies. I couldn't go and return it back to the shop. And so it was creating like I was losing my money. But I would not go and confront them or say them that you told this much and I brought that much, so you should take that. I would not say that. And because of that, I was losing money and I had a problem that I couldn't go and ask my parents for money. I only once in a month if they are giving, I would just save everything and use it throughout the month. And I would only ask afterwards if the money was finished and there was a time period or something important I had to buy. So, what I would do is I would save the money by not buying notes for myself. I would use the digital, like from mobile, I would read the notes, I would not buy the notes. This was my fault, not my friend's fault. I could have just spoken, I would have just told them that this happened, and they would have just paid it. But I did not want it to be the one who is like, people say, oh, this is just 5 rupees, why are you making it such a big deal? I didn't want to hear that, and I didn't have that confidence to go and say this. But I would also like to say my friends were very nice. My classmates were all nice, because it was very easy to bully me, but nobody actually bullied me. So let's get back. So this was it, that you don't feel like you should be the one causing problem, you should be the one making it a big issue. So you just keep quiet and take everything. I want you to know this. You don't have to suffer. You can handle the thing respectfully also. Only when you speak, the person will know that what is happening with you. And people are generally nice people, so they will understand you. If you keep everything inside you, they won't read your mind and help you with the things. So, and if you have somebody like who says that it's okay, why are you making it a big deal? Then stay away from those people. That is good for you. Follow this. Just try to talk. Just say, and if your friends understand, then they are your friends. The sixth sign of a people pleaser is that you feel drained and resentful. When you are pleasing others for a really long time, when you're helping others for a really long time, first you start to feel exhausted, drained. You are giving your energy to everybody. When your focus is continuously on the needs of others, what happens is that your mind get drained and you start to feel tired all the time. You feel like, I am tired. Even though you have slept the whole time, you still feel tiredness. And as you keep doing this again and again and again, and even though you're exhausted, you do it, what happens is that you grow resentful towards the people around you, but first towards yourself. You say, you constantly complain about, why do nobody appreciate what I do? I am always there for everyone, but nobody is there for me. Why do people only remembers me when they need help? But the thing is that you have trained them like that. You have been there to help them always when they have not even asked for it, that now it is their habit to come to you for the help. They don't know you want appreciation for the help you give them. People don't know, they cannot understand you if you don't speak up, if you don't say that what you want. And in this process, what happens is that when you are growing resentful, you start to snap at people randomly. And when you snap at the person, you snap and then you feel bad. You feel like, I am the bad person. You start to dislike your own self. You might just snap at a person, then actually cry. I can understand this because I have been there. I was in that cycle where I would snap and then I would cry because it was so confusing, especially when I was setting boundaries. I actually started disliking myself when I was saying people that I cannot do this thing. When I used to prioritize myself, I didn't know how to set boundaries properly. So I would harshly say them things and then I would feel bad. And then there was this one day when I was coming back and I had a breakdown in a crowded bus. I cried with my whole body. And the only thought that came in my mind was that, how much should I give? When you grow resentful, actually, you first grow resentful towards yourself. Your resentment is not coming because of people, but it is actually coming from you over helping and losing yourself in that. Giving is amazing, you should give, but in the process of giving, you should not lose your own self. Set your boundaries, learn how to set your boundaries. Next time, when you feel resentful or drained, ask yourself. When somebody comes to you, ask yourself, am I giving it with love or am I giving it because I'm scared of something? Maybe I'm scared of disappointing people. Maybe I'm scared of losing a relationship. Maybe I am scared that I won't have a friend. I don't want to be alone. That might be your fear. So, next time, ask yourself, am I giving with love or am I giving because I am afraid of something? The seventh sign of a people pleaser is that you are a chameleon. You're different with different people. I was a chameleon too. If you are a chameleon, you usually agree to others' opinion. Even though deep down you know they are wrong or that is not true, you still agree to them. You change your tone, habits, vocabulary, depending on people you're with. And this is all because you are scared of rejection. You have a fear of rejection. So, what you do, you modify your personality to the person you think the other one want you to be. And in this process, you are actually disconnecting with your own true self. You let others decide for you, like what to eat, what to wear, what where to go. You let others decide. And it's like this, okay? When you're in a room full of people, you will have smile on your face. You smile, you go around. But as soon as you get out of that room, your smile drop. Yeah, it literally drops and you feel like that was fake. Inside you, you keep repeating this thing. That was fake. I could actually, when I used to pretend, I would actually feel like I was smiling. And as soon as they were gone, my smile would go down. And then I would feel, oh my God, my face is paining because of smiling too much. You actually feel so empty inside you because of this. I also want you to know that yes, all of us are different in different situation. We are different with different people. But also I will say that that doesn't mean you are a chameleon. Only when you change yourself completely and you don't feel that that is you, then you are a chameleon. So it's like this, in different situation I am different. Like at home I have this childlike energy, fun, I like to enjoy myself. When I'm working I have a serious energy, like I am very focused, serious on the things I do. When I'm coaching, when I'm in with people, when I'm coaching them, guiding them, I carry the energy of peace, focus, and love, compassion, so that I will be able to understand them properly and I will be able to guide them properly. So my energy keeps changing in different situations. But the total thing is that I feel like it is me in all the places. This is like different version of me, not the changed version of me which I don't even feel. If deep down inside you, you feel like it was fake and I was just pretending to be somebody else, then that means that in that situation you were a chameleon. So, if you want to know, like, if I am chameleon in that situation or not, just ask this questions to yourself. After spending time with this person, do I feel more like myself or less like myself? Ask this to yourself. When you spend time with somebody, do you feel more like yourself or less like yourself? Second question you can ask is, if I knew that this person will not reject me, will not judge me, or will not leave me, would I still behave differently with them? Ask this. Third question that you can ask is, when I live this conversation or interaction, when I get away from that person or situation, do I feel energized and peaceful, or do I feel relief like, oh my god, thank god it's over? Ask this. The question isn't I am different with different people, but the question is that is, do I feel like myself even though I'm in different situation? My dear chameleon, stop doing this, because one day you will realize that now I don't know who I am. People come and people go, but it is only you who remains with you. And if you lose yourself, when you come to the stage where you don't know yourself, believe me, that is so scary. Now that we know the seven sign of a people pleaser, and I hope that you have seen the pattern and analyze your own self, I want you to know that the main fear of a people pleaser is that they think that I am not likable. My true self is not likable. So people will leave me and go. They don't want to be alone. I have also given you a lot of questions and solution during while explaining the science. I want you to follow that. See what is working for you. What might work for one person might not work for another person's solution. So situation. So see what is working for you. Now, the most important thing that a people pleaser actually suffer from, which you might have seen in all the signs, is that they don't know how to say no. So let's learn how to say no. The first step to say no is that when somebody comes to ask for help, you need to pause and not respond immediately. You can say things like I need to think about it, or you can say things like let me check my schedule, let me check my calendar, and let me say you that will I be able to help you or not. Second problem what this people pleaser also have is that they have this feeling that they need to help everybody. So whenever they see somebody struggling, before the person asks you, you jump in to help. Don't do that. Let them ask, let them try, let them come to you and let them ask. And when they ask, pause, check in with yourself, and then respond. You can pause and say that I will check my schedule, let me think about it. Okay. The second step is that you need to check with your own self. Ask yourself, after the person comes, you have told them that I will think about it, then ask yourself, do I have energy to help this person? Or then ask yourself, am I saying yes because I want to, or am I saying yes because I am scared? After you know the answer to these questions, and if your answer is yes, then do check your calendar, because sometimes we feel like yes I can help and we help and we forget that we have some work. So check your calendar as well. Okay. The third step is set respect, like say respectfully no. Okay. When you want to say no, you don't have to ghost or avoid the conversation. You can just say that I would love to help you, but I'm already occupied with a lot of things. So once I finish it, I can help you. Then, or you can say that I don't have time right now because I already have my things to do. Or you can say thank you, but I will not be able to help you this time. Any of this sentence you can use to say no when you want to say no. If you want to help them partially, like there is one thing you want to help them, but the other thing you cannot help them with. So you can say that I can help you with this, but I won't be able to help you with this. Use this only when you really want to help. Don't just use this because you feel guilty that I won't be helping this person. Okay? The third thing, the most important time when you want to say yes, you have to say yes very carefully, because some people can come to you for one work, but then they keep giving you work and your whole time will go in that. So when you say yes, you will have to say that I am saying yes only for this, I will only do this, I have only this much time where I can help you, so I will not be helping you before that. And then after that timeline, you just go. Even if the things are not completed, you can go. If you have helped for the thing you promised you will help, just go from there. It will feel uncomfortable, but it's okay. So the fourth step is like sit in that uncomfortable zone. When you feel that, when you will be first setting this boundaries for yourself, you will feel very much uncomfortable. You will feel like, should I help only this time and next time I will follow, I will next time say no? Should I help a little and then next time I will not help this? But do you know the next time will never come? So just sit in that discomfort. Don't say yes just simply. If you really want to help, if you really have energy, only then say yes. When you give access to yourself, when somebody have unlimited access to you, they will not respect what you help them with. They will feel disappointed, snapped at you and all of that thing, but don't just over explain your yeses. Don't overdo things, because you know your boundary is right, you know why you're setting, so the other person's opinion should not affect that. One more thing is that the most important thing is that when you set boundary, be respectful. When I was setting my boundaries before, I was very snappy. I would over explain, I would blame and complain, and that would hurt, and I would be disrespectful sometimes. So it's better you say yes, explain your thing, and don't use more words. More words always make situation bad. You're the only person who should know that your boundary is right or wrong, because it is your boundary. Before I end this video, I want you to know this, that other people's emotions are not your responsibility. You cannot actually control anybody. People behave according to themselves, and that is just for you to, that is like a information, not a instruction for you to do something. Saying no doesn't mean that you are a bad person. It's just mean that you're a person who is good and who knows their boundaries. Be selfish, because that is how you will become selfless. When you are happy, then only you can actually make others happy. And when you don't help others, you actually give them a chance to explore thing and find their own solution, which is a very beautiful thing. Your worth is not depending on how useful you are, how much sacrifice you make. Your worth is always constant. It doesn't go up, doesn't go down. It's just hidden. When you work on your self esteem, you will start seeing your worth again. It is not a worth problem, but it is a point of view problem. And remember, you were never born a people pleaser. It is not a disease or anything. You just chose it because you wanted to survive in this world. Whatever you learned can be unlearned too. That is it for today's video. Do share your takeaways. Do share How did you feel practicing these tools? And I would love to actually hear from you. How did you feel? Share me about your experiences or any questions you have. Share it in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you want to personally say me, I have also given my Instagram linked in the description. You can follow me and DM me personally as well. Thank you. Take care of yourself because you are very important. Keep growing, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.